Hey guys, it's Jimmy here and welcome back to another anime reaction. Today we react to episode 11 of Moonlight Fantasy season 2. That is right. We are super close to the final episode of the series. I think the series gets like 12 episodes unless I'm wrong. And if it gets 24, maybe. I'm excited if it does, but I don't think that's honestly the case. But I'm curious to see like where they end off the series here, because we figured out that his classmates and students that he's taking care of want to train overtime, so he's doing exactly that. So I want to see like how strong they practically get. We left off a funny cliffhanger last time where Lily the elf girl came in to save them from a demon dragon or demi dragon, is that what that was called? And just weird name scheme. I don't really get the whole point of it, but all you need to know, that dragon got bodied, and it was really funny to see her interaction with his students. So yeah, I'm excited to see if we're gonna see more of that or like what's gonna happen next. You know what I'm saying? But if you guys enjoyed my reaction here today, make sure to smash the like button, get subscribed to some future anime reactions, and of course I will be breaking this down for YouTube. So if you do want the full length reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. Get full length, exclusive, and so much more. And for right now though, let's get into it.
人かけらの冗談も言ってないんだけど。なんだよその目は。
Oh, wait, this part of the manga. Oh my god.
だけど僕の魔力は最大値が上がってるみたいだぞ。それって研究機関に知られたら実験台として切り刻まれるレベルだよ。マジで？マジ。実際どうやって増やしてるのか僕だって知りたい。日課として弓を引いてるだけなんだけどな。はい。まあどうしてもっていうなら確かこの辺にあった。これは魔力に関する修練法。効果があるかはわからないけど。
I just know this is the part of the manga I'm at. Like they got to the point where like he's catched up the manga and he's like grinding to figure out how to expand his mana output and stuff like that, because he can keep getting more mana and more mana. Like he has a ton of mana, but he can't use it all at once or like explode. You know what I'm saying? Like he has the power of a nuke, but he doesn't have to wait to use that power as a nuke. You know what I'm saying? The release that energy. So he's trying to figure out a way that increases output threshold more than anything else. But I find it so funny that the Greater Dragon's like, you want to do that? Are you sure? Like, you're already so freaking powerful. Why do you want to have like more mana? It's like, I don't need more mana. I just need the way to release more mana. I'm like, my guy, our boy is insane. Just imagine. I think he's still like level 1 right now, right? In his skill, like overall stats. So just imagine if he actually gets the max level, he'll actually be god tier, probably. I would make the assumption. But like, there's no shot he's like stopped. You know what I'm saying? But I just find that so funny. We've actually gone up to the manga. I know the light novel's way farther, but I don't know if this is based on the light novel or the manga for the actual anime. If you want to let me know in the comments, go for it. But I'm pretty sure, based on my knowledge of looking in the past, there's like light novel. So I'm not entirely sure either. I just wonder what that document he has. Probably has something information on how to increase his mana or maybe increase his level, but we'll see.
夏休みも担当の生徒さんたちを鍛えてあげていらっしゃるとか。
みんなやる気のある子たちで。
常勤の方はほとんどがバカンスや帰郷なのに、先生のような方は珍しいですよ。私はそういう方が好きですけれど。
ありがとうございます。それでおすすめの本が見つかったとか。
はい。こちら。
Oh yeah, I forgot she was looking for a book for him.
論文。
And of course it's funny because like she found him a book to read. And he also, it's funny because she's like interested that like he's training his students over the summer, because like he's the only teacher who's actually doing this. The other ones have just gone on vacation. That's what she finds interesting about him, or even like, you know what I'm saying?
まさに行員矢のごとし。論文、修練、主の雑務。悪雨の夏は矢のように過ぎ。
Dude, the Gorgons, bro. The Gorgons, dude. It is literally going back to Demon Plants just to train, study, take care of duties and all this stuff. And he's like, guys, the goals he's doing for the summer, and he's of course taking care of most of them. I find it so funny, like, bro, the Gorgons to take out like a sore thumb because how fine they are. I just find that hilarious, bro. Like the first thing I see is Gorgons, I'm like, bonk. It looks like our boy's gonna verse the Wingkin because of the fact that they're the orcs. Everyone else start losing really hard right now. So there's a battle fight now. Our boy's about to body them though, unless they actually put up a good fight. I'm curious to see how like this goes. Look how serious he's taking this though. Oh my god, one shot. Bro. He just took out the first wave like it was nothing. He was going light on them too, but doesn't matter. They got bodied.
族長のカクンさん。
This one's on a griffin? Not griffin, but a chief? It's on a
お
bird
さん
thing?
かそういえば翼人は巨鳥への変身能力があったな。遠距離攻撃への対策はそうそうそんな対策を見たかったんだよ。
And actually put up a barrier this time I was able to put up against them.
まさか特攻する気？空中って安全圏を得て攻撃が単調になったのかな。
Bro to stop with brute force.
攻撃が一直線すぎるよ。まだ
Yeah, they all got cooked. They just did not stand a chance. I find that so funny that the first wave got bodied by one thing of fireballs. I find it so funny that he's pointing out their mistakes like, hey, you rely your ability too much to fly right now, so like you need to stop doing that and doing suicide attacks. Your attack's very much predictable, and once people figure out your patterns, they'll know like your weakness, so you need to make sure to improve upon that. And it's so funny that they're kind of just like, they're surprised, but also like, yeah, that's true.
考えられうダメだ頭パンクしそう。まずは隠蔽の回で魔力を悟られないようにして。風倉に静まる夜道バンダイク片白ワニはサンクアレ越し。大丈夫魔力ならいくらでもある。さあ結果を見せてくれ。
Wait, what?
これが魔力の物質か。ちゃんと動きに沿ってる。
What?
ここからブリッドを撃てば。よし。外に出した魔力。
Weird. So mana has the physical form when you like use mana. It has like an instant look to it. So it's like jello and stuff. But he's not using it as a physical force too around him to break down
こ
stuff.
のぐらい強度があれば、女神にしろ竜殺しにしろ、大怪我を負うことなく戦えるはずだ。僕は悪夢のためにも倒れるわけにはいかない。もし死ぬなら一人でいい。
Dude, I just know our boy's newfound power is actually kind of insane because it's literally a physical barrier between him and also his mana. Like a veil almost. It's interesting because his mana takes a physical form, and in order to like change that state, he wasn't supposed to like days off because if he days off, he gets lost in it. I just know with our boy having that ability, plus on top of that his insane mana pool, like it's actually kind of crazy. Looks like they're having a little contest to see like the race's power strength with their new abilities and stuff like that. Interesting though. Orc's got 78. It looks like the lizardmen are shooting like some form of beam. Lizardmen have this new beam technique they shoot in the air. It's gonna show off the winged beast that they're wingkin that they're ready to verse them again.
岩を石化で0点。まあそうなるよね。
Oh my god, the Gargoyles are trying to turn a rock into rock and it doesn't work until 0. That's so funny. That's how that works. That's interesting though.
何あの格好。
The forest orc's doing. What the hell? Bro, what are these guys doing? Bro, what the hell are they doing?
Oh, これは
やることはやりよる。破れるもんなら破ってみやがれ。
They're just freezing their weapons, bro. They're just flexing on them.
全然完璧じゃないし。
誰も突破できないの？
はい、突破したよ。
若様？なんで？
すごいはすごいけど。
Bro, just teleport in the barrier. Dude, I just find that funny. That literally, they created a barrier and it was perfect. The only thing that was flawed it was because it didn't go under the rock. So you could just dig under it. I find it funny that he's the one who made the barrier. And now he's actually going to be the one who takes versus the rock. It's going to be interesting like what he does.
第六の我にふさわしき鞘を放ちて真なる姿を現す。
Hmm?
これってドワーフさんたちに作ってもらった武器だよね。
生意気にも竜への強い効果を持つようです。いわゆるドラゴンスレイヤーかと。
ミツルギランサーとの戦いを見据えて
やってくれるではないか、シキー。
Oh, he was able to split the rock compared to everyone else. All the other races are having a hard time with that. Then again, I'm not kind of surprised too. Well, he's gonna show off now his new abilities. Everyone's gonna get starstruck.
高出力での魔力解放解の隠蔽なしでやるのは初めてだな。これは意識を集中
Bruh.
集中魔力の物質か。極めて高密度の魔力体。魔力体か。いいねその名前。
It's mana matter, bro. What?
にもなる魔力体だ。
It's the perfect armor. The people have literally passed out. Dude, that's so busted. That his little mana became his armor and a weapon. It literally became an actual type of matter. Wait, who are these guys? Wait, what? There's other beings in the demi-plane that aren't the people there? But yeah, that was episode 11 of, what's it called? Moonlight Fantasy Season 2. I don't know how many episodes are left, but dude, things are definitely getting interesting. I wonder how they're gonna end out the season. They're gonna probably have a big fight. I assume there's gonna be something with the demi-plane because we now know the demi-plane keeps expanding and expanding based on how much mana and based on his personality. So I wouldn't be surprised if the whole demi-plane is expanded so much it's at its own place and has different things in it. We saw right at the end there that there were monsters and entities talking about like, hey, this might be a threat, whoever's here with us. And my question is, were they created as a part of the demi-plane being expanding? You know what I'm saying? So what's gonna happen with that next episode? That leaves a lot of questions to be like, what's going on with the demi-plane because how much is going off it? I assume if our boy really wanted to in the demi-plane, he could make things real. You know what I'm saying? Because he's already created weather, he's created a solar system, well, technically made a star constellation of stars, so that's kind of crazy to think about. But then you think about like on top of that, dude probably expanded even more than just that now with his mana, and of course on top of that it's materializing too, so you make your assumptions off that alone. But I find it so cool that we get to see everyone showing off their little abilities and stuff like the Wingkin are really strong. The problem is they have really weak because like, yeah, they can fly, they have awesome attacks and stuff like that, but they're very predictable because that's all they have going for them. That's what their weak points are compared to like the other races. It's interesting though that the strongest race out of all the races are technically the Orc. They got like a 78 compared to their ones who was pretty weak. Compared to like the Gorgons used like the glare, and of course you can't turn rock into rock. So that's a 0, but their probability to turn anything to stone is the most busted ability if you think about it, because like it's not like their ability is like weak, it's strong. Like as long as they look at somebody, they'll get affected by it no matter what, you know what I'm saying? So it's probably like the most busted ability out of all the races there, because as long as you're able to make eye contact like a Wingkin, if you look at the Wingkin, it's gonna fall from the sky, turn to stone, and die. So that's kind of a GG at that point. So I think their ability is probably the most OP. But then we get to see like everyone else's ability. We get Mio, she's trying to summon a Power Ranger thing, and of course it didn't attack because it's literally just armor. It was cool though that she summoned something like that. It was really weird but cool. Then we get to see our boy Shashi, the Lich King and stuff. He just bodies that rock. It's so funny though that he just destroys it with a Dragon Slayer blade. And Tomo's like, huh, that's actually really cool. I guess I'll have to keep an eye on him because like she's kind of worried because like he made that kind of weapon. It's like actually kind of crazy how powerful he's gotten. And of course, you know, probably Tomo's like fine against him, but at the same time too, she's definitely gonna have to grind now and stop being lazy, because that's the big thing of her. She's been kind of just enjoying her Sasuke and just chilling and enjoying her whiskey. I do not blame her. She's doing her thing and she's like the first summon, but at the same time too, she's gonna have to grind after figuring that guy has like a blade called Dragon Slayer. And of course, it looks like our boy's ready to verse up against like the other people who have been who messed with our boys, who wants to get payback. But on top of that too, we found our boy uses his new ability. It's interesting because anytime he trains his mana, he goes into a state of unconsciousness because how much he's engulfed himself into his mana. Like it seems like his existence gets erased temporarily when he trains himself with the mana. So he keeps expanding his mana. But this time, instead of like letting himself get engulfed into the mana, he materializes that mana into something that he can actually release it into. So it's like an unbreakable armor plus on top of the mana he has. It's just like super freaking busted, and I just know our boys absolutely insane. I would say though, it's funny that the banana girls, the ogres, were like use their abilities and stuff. They showed off, and I would just say their outfits, like what the hell were they doing? That outfit was so funny. Their barrier was really cool though, because it was literally an ice barrier that protects them. It's pretty much really invincible, and anything that attacks into it will instantly turn the ice and shatter, which is such an insane ability. You can actually like, you know what I'm saying? But of course, there's one downfall to it. Even though it's a perfect barrier, they can still dig under it. So didn't matter in the grand scheme of it, but I just find that funny that it could have been better, but it just was still somewhat lacking. But yeah, this was a very good episode. Today's definitely getting interesting. I think it's cool that we get to see like the Great Dragon hand him a document book that increases mana and like teach him different techniques. And of course, the other girl who was giving that book for him to read to find something interesting, gave him an essay book about more complex like attack for physical mana. That's a lot more nerdy. That's a lot more complex than most people like. And, like if you hand somebody a book on like PC hardware, and it's super simple, like the basics. And then if you want to do something coding, that's where like it gets really crazy, because with coding, it's like super nerd stuff. You can do some crazy stuff with coding, and that's where the kind of mana book he got from her. And it's interesting that he was able to apply that information, even though it took him a second to comprehend it, into his techniques. And now his techniques are absolutely insane. That he's pretty confident he can versus Dragon Slayer again, and not have to deal with her and not have a problem. And on top of that too, he did not feel like he can take on the goddess too. So that kind of gives you to understand like where's Nana's at right now, and he feels confident in his abilities. And he doesn't want anyone else to get off because of what happened last time. So he's like, I need to make sure like if anyone dies, I'm gonna be the one that takes the L, because I don't want anyone else being hurt. So our boy has his objective in mind, and you know for a fact that once he gets his objective in mind and gets serious, you know there's no one stopping him. But man, this is a very good episode here today. If you guys enjoyed my reaction though, make sure to smash the like button, get subscribed so you don't miss on future reactions, and I'll see you guys on our one. GMAN out, and have a great day. Okay, cool.